What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new challenge event here, the Dokkan Chronicles, that's become live with part 1 of the 10th anniversary. So I am pretty excited for this event. I'm curious to see how difficult it's going to be. I imagine it's going to be a bit on the easier side just because there are some very special rewards we can obtain, and I highly doubt they're going to try and gate these rewards behind, players that actually have very stacked accounts to be able to beat the hardest content in the game. So yeah, we've got every stage that we clear, we're going to be earning these little reward tickets, and then there is going to be some awesome rewards that we can look through here real quick. So obviously out the gates, the first thing that we see is all of these unattainable cards, right? This Goku here was a login bonus that you could obtain one time. This Angel Goku here is one of the awakening steps of the Epic Showdown Goku, but this was only ever added to the global version of the game. The JP version of the game straight skips over this iteration of the awakening and just goes from the SR before it all the way to the SSR after it. So yeah, that's only available for global players. If you were curious why this is marked as a special unit and sitting in the shop, it's because JP players have never had the ability to get this card before. And then this was a login bonus in, I think, like 2018. This is one of the first, special login bonus cards that I received. He came with a couple of Dokkan Awakening medals that allowed him to Dokkan Awaken into this Bye Guys Spirit Bomb Goku down here. But at the time, nobody was collecting, SSRs of units and stuff. This was before Chain Battle ever existed. This was before anyone in the world, really, was, going hard and rainbowing every single, unit that came out and collecting enough copies for, to be able to collect, base SSRs and things like that, right? I mean, the Hidden Potential system had only just released around the time that this guy was being dropped for us. So yeah, nobody kept the SSR, which means probably most people don't have this SSR of him as well, so I'm excited to pick that up. And then this Frieza, I can't exactly remember where this Frieza was from. I want to say it was a login bonus as well from back in the day. Maybe it was JP exclusive. I really don't remember. But yeah, I do not have copies of this Frieza either, so I am very excited to be able to rainbow all of those units. And then on top of that, they've added in a bunch of wallpapers from previous, celebrations and stuff. There are so many of them here. So I was taking a deeper look through these. First of all, I will say I am proud of myself for calling this one, because when I first saw the Dokkan Chronicles event announcement and then I saw the special tickets we were going to be getting, the very first thing that I theorized about was that we were going to see some special wallpapers show up in the shop, right? So I went through and looked, and it seems like none of these special event ones are here. So for instance, any of the anniversary ones that we get are not here. Any of the Christmas celebration ones that we get are not here. And then any of the special celebration ones, right? Like for the Dragon Ball Breakers celebration, for the Sandland crossover that, they did a little celebration for that one. So none of those special ones are in here, but basically all of the basic ones that they've given us throughout time are all here. So yeah, I was taking a deep look through, and there's only 2 of them in here that I don't have. So it looks like I will be able to obtain enough tickets to get both the wallpapers that I don't have yet, and then also all the copies of the cards that I need. So yeah, we'll do a more in-depth look through of this stuff when we're actually using our tickets, but for now, let's go ahead and switch back to the game, and we can go ahead and jump in and look at the details for the event here. Alright, so this is just advertising the reward tickets. We're going to be able to pick up cool items and wallpapers and stuff. Okay. So, it says the following characters will show up in the stages. Check out when the characters debuted through the scenario in battle. Okay, very interesting. So, this will be a scenario on kind of case, like the new story events. That is pretty neat. So if we take a look here at the list of characters that we're going to be fighting against, I noticed one thing that's really interesting. So, it looks like the 4 stages that we've got here are dedicated to the first 4 years of the game, right? So it seems like all of these characters released within that year time frame, right? So these all released in the first year of the game's lifespan. These are in the second and the third, and then in the fourth, right? Now, if we take a look here, these 3 cards we just saw are available with those reward tickets, these exclusives. This is an anniversary login bonus, so he is available with the gold anniversary coins. And then the Frieza was there as well. And then we've got 2nd anniversary, 3rd anniversary, and 4th anniversary units. This is the 1000-day login Spirit Bomb Goku. This is obviously the unawakened Spirit Bomb Goku, and then this is the awakened one. Both of those are in the shop. And then we've got the Vegeta and Yamcha that were worldwide download celebration, reward cards, as well as this Namek Goku and Vegeta, or Goku and Frieza, sorry. So all of these are purchasable in the gold coin shop alongside the anniversary login bonus cards as well. Now, the one card here that is not available is the Hercule. That's the one thing that I noticed. He's not available to purchase in the shop, I don't think. And then he's also not available with these tickets. So very, very odd that they decided to include every single unit here as something that's obtainable currently during the celebration, except for the Hercule. But yeah, that's just a funny little thing that I noticed. Kind of an interesting moment there for him. I'm not sure exactly what their strat or thinking was behind that, but it is what it is. Okay, so it's limiting us to 2 support items. Makes sense. Okay, I'm trying to see where the information is about, like, the limited characters that you can bring. I'm not 100% sure if it's... if it specifies here. Okay, so yeah, we've basically gotten all of the information here. It's just doing some more advertisement about the rewards you can get and stuff. And then it also did mention that there were a couple of wallpapers that were exclusive to the Japanese version or the international version, which is probably why I'm missing those 2 that I am missing, just because they weren't available on the global version until now. Okay, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop into stage 1 here. Okay, so very first we gotta check out the missions here. So we just gotta clear it, and clear it without using a support item for the first year stage. Very good. Okay, so now if you'll notice, we have a little bit of limitations here. If we come into our box, we have about no characters to choose from. That's because it is limiting us to any characters that have a release date of within the first year of Dokkan Battle on JP, right? So obviously, if we come over here and look at, just all of the units in my box, we're going to see a lot more. Like, I imagine there's going to be a lot of these kind of units in there, right? Oh, I guess not. Oh, maybe it's also limiting. We can't use anything under SSR in this event. I'm assuming that that's what that means. But yeah, this is going to be quite tough here. I mean, unless they have, like, set it up where the stage isn't that difficult to clear. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out a team to build here. I'm not quite sure what the best leader skill is going to be. It's so unfortunate that Super Easy A's don't allow, for a buffed leader skill. It almost feels like the idea here is that they want you to use the Super Gogeta as your leader, right? I believe that was like the special friend that was being suggested to us anyway. But yeah, we'll probably end up just sticking with the Gogeta. The all types lead is going to be pretty good. Definitely better than any of the leader skills we have here, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll just do the 70% lead. Since it's all types, we don't really have to worry about, like, which characters specifically we're selecting. Okay, what do we think about this? We've got both of the first anniversary headliners on here, and then all of the Super Easy A's that are available to us. I think this should be a powerful enough team. If we end up having some problems, we could also put the AGL Golden Frieza here, because I think even in his base state, yeah, he's just got 80% damage reduction when HP is 50% or more, so yeah, obviously you can't use his Dokkan Awakening because that didn't come out until later, but that is still going to be a serviceable unit. So if we have some trouble with this team, then we can always switch out for the Frieza. Okay, and then, yeah, I assume as far as friend leads go, it's, again, going to limit us to first-year units. Okay, sounds good. Alright, I'm curious here if it's worth me actually using that friend Kid Buu. I think we will, because we're going to be losing a little bit of stats on the leader skill. But then we also get a second Kid Buu, which is going to be a lot better of a unit than that Gogeta, right? Okay, so I'm not sure if we're going to need the items or anything, but I guess I might as well just load up with the 2 items just in case. We'll pass on the support memory for now. Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on. I need to make sure that the scenario is on. I think they said something about reveals of when the character's released or something like that with the scenario on. It said the word scenario, so I'm just going to make sure the scenario's on just in case. So we don't miss out on anything cool and exclusive we could be experiencing, right? Okay, well, nothing up front. Okay, here we go, here we go. Innocent Challenger Goku Youth, 4 million downloads celebration. Okay, so it looks like this was a 4 million download celebration login bonus originally. But then I believe they also added it to like the daily logins, right? So it just makes sense that maybe the game, like, let's say it was under 200 days since the inception of the game, so they made it like the 200-day login because no one had been able to get to that point yet. So post, you know, its original release, then they added it to, like, the login bonus. But since then, this card has not been around or available at all. Okay, I am very much, like, completely underestimating this event at the moment. Are we just gonna, like, one-shot? I'm not really sure what they're... Yeah, okay, with it, I would have been very surprised if we didn't just one-shot with a super easy A character, right? Okay. So, yeah, then we have the Messenger from Another World, Goku Angel, that can be awakened through an epic showdown, but again, only on the global version of the game is that a possibility. Alright. We'll let Janemba do some work here. I am curious to see how hard we'll hit if we're not using, like, a super easy A. Because obviously, you know, with a thing like this, with the rewards that they're giving out with this event, this event is obviously meant for longtime players, because, you know, none of the cards that are available in this shop are actually usable, right? They're all just there for collection purposes, just to make your box prettier, and that's kind of the same deal with the wallpapers, right? They're all cosmetic. All right, so we had... Oh, okay, so I guess maybe... this makes sense. This was before I was playing the game, so I wouldn't have been fully in the know on this. But it seems like the Spirit Bomb Goku was actually originally released during the first anniversary, and then I discovered him during the second anniversary when he got his Dokkan Awakening. So that makes sense. Okay, cool, cool. Looks like he was available from a Facebook campaign. So that is kind of neat. But yeah, it would be... you know, and like the wallpapers, it's just offering you all of the extra ones that you maybe haven't picked up in the past if you were missing out on things. So yeah, it's kind of more of a long-time player, like, reward system with these tickets. I feel like a lot of new players are going to be a lot more excited about the basic account buffing rewards that you can get from a lot of other events, you know, things like skill orbs and kais and potential orbs and stones especially, right? Box space, things like that. Whereas, like, long-time players are going to be more focused on these kind of rewards, right? You're not necessarily needing, like, Hercule statues and awakening medals and things. Okay, we got our first anniversary login bonus, the Super Saiyan Goku here. We've been seeing plenty of him on login screens and all over the place, because the anniversary. But yeah, so because of that, my overall point to talking about whether, like, kind of figuring out who this event is built for, is just because I didn't know, like, if it was going to be a difficult event or not. It seemed like there was a possibility that they were going to gear this toward, like, oh yeah, we have a lot of new beginner-friendly content and, you know, like, returning player-friendly content where you haven't, like, got all of the strongest stuff that's been power creeping the game over the past few months, so you're still gonna have a decent time, you know, handling yourself, like what they do with, like, the Ultimate Clash and things like that, right? They make it a lot easier during the anniversary so that returning players have a good chance. Oh. Hold on, that changes everything. The fight drops the tickets. You're not limited. Okay, I assumed immediately that the tickets we were getting were going to be limited to the mission rewards. Okay, that is very interesting. So just clearing the stage allowed us to get a ticket here. Okay, very neat, very neat. Yeah, that is good to know. So, we will have to see if that's going to be, like, infinitely farmable. I hope so. And then basically anyone and everyone could fully clear out that shop. That's really, really good. Okay, we'll wait and pick up our tickets out of here at the end. Okay, so for the second year stage, we got to clear it, and then we also have to clear it with a rainbow team. Okay, interesting. It seems like they didn't want to add the rainbow restriction to the first anniversary event just because there wasn't enough characters, but we're about to see a big boom of a lot more characters coming up, right? there's going to be like infinitely more available. Oh, I see what we're doing here. Okay. So we have not now gone to only the second year of the game, but now it's anything that's released from the inception of the game all the way up through the second year. So yeah, we have instantly a lot more options to choose from. Okay, well, because that first stage was very, very easy for us, let's go ahead and continue the trend of using the anniversary units. So that means we either have to use... well, we can use both. We're not going to use them as our leaders because they are both type leaders, and we do need to use a rainbow team. So I guess just to keep it simple here, we can just use Captain Ginyu because he's an all-types lead. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll throw both of our anniversary headliners on there. Oh, wait, just to clarify with the mission really quick, was it super or extreme specified, or was it just a generic rainbow team? Yeah, okay, so super and extremes included. Good. Okay. All right, so we'll do that, and then we need a tech unit. We'll bring super easy A Beerus, and then we need an int unit. We can bring Super Easy A Ultimate Gohan, and then we need just whatever, because we've got all 5 typings already. So I guess we can just bring another Super Easy A. We'll go ahead and bring Gotenks, since we didn't get him on the last one. Okay, fine. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in. But yeah, so I didn't know, just based on the rewards here, if this was going to be one of those events where it's like, oh, new players coming in for the anniversary. Okay, so it looks like this Hercule was originally available for the 777-day login bonus. Awesome. So it looks like I was just smart enough to keep mine, because I do have a copy of this guy in my account, so very good. Okay, so, but yeah, like, it seemed like a very real possibility that they just be like, oh, don't worry about this event if you're a new player. This is more for like the seasoned veterans. You guys probably won't be able to complete this if you don't have like, a ton of units from all walks of the game over the years, like fully awakened and ready to go, right? But it seems like that's not the case. It seems like they are making this very beginner friendly. So yeah, everyone should, I assume, have no problem like clearing these stages. Okay, obviously not much there from from Captain Ginyu, but that is totally fine. I assume Gohan's gonna clean stuff up for us. Okay, already we're seeing, I mean, we buffed our leader skill by, what, like another 50, 60%, something like that? And we were still using a Super Easy A character here, but we just, I guess are not seeing the same... I guess the stage 2 did like jump up in difficulty a little bit. So I guess we'll just keep that in mind as we continue through. Okay, so yeah, who should be next up? The Bye Guys Goku? Oh, the Frieza, okay. So Summit of the Universe login bonus. Okay, so maybe this was like just a special celebration that happened in like between the first and second anniversaries. I'm not exactly sure what came with that. Since Summit of the Universe does not clearly indicate, it wasn't like a worldwide download celebration or a specific login thing or an anniversary or like something related to a specific time of year like Golden Week or Saiyan Day. It was one of the, much earlier things they were doing before they had the yearly schedule dialed in with Dokkan, right? There was a lot more random celebrations coming out at different times of the year, which they definitely don't do as much, right? Now we've got like the filler celebrations, but we can always expect when they're going to come and things like that. And usually we're not getting like big special login bonuses and things like that for those filler celebrations anyway, right? They usually save those for the reserved time slots of the year, the aforementioned ones. Okay, alright, okay. Yeah, all of a sudden the enemies have a lot more HP. Okay, so we'll just keep that in mind going into the third anniversary stage. But that's okay, because once we get to the third anniversary stage, from there on, we're going to have access to 170% leader skills. But also, the stage knows that, right? So I assume it is going to jump up in difficulty more because of that. So we'll just be a little bit more careful when we're building our next team. But it's alright, at least, like, defensively, we're still doing fine. So obviously we know we're not going to, like, get KO'd or anything. Just not quite one-shotting. Alright, let's see what Beerus can do for us here. No additionals. That's unfortunate. Okay, one more turn on this Frieza, and then we should be on to, I guess it would be the Bye Guys Goku? Or, I'm not sure, I don't remember if they counted him as, like, after 2nd anniversary or before. Because like I mentioned, he did come out around the time I started playing the game, which was right before the 2nd anniversary, so. Oh, wow. Okay, this Frieza actually hitting. Yeah, obviously Goku doesn't get his defense until after he super attacks, but, yeah, we had type advantage and we still took 100k, so I guess he doesn't have an attack stat of 0. Okay, the Bye Guys Goku's going to be next, because this is our 2nd anniversary login card here. Right. Keep our rotations like this. Beerus is taking a couple hits up front, which is good. Get him a little bit of stacking in. And obviously, he should be fine defensively, regardless of if the enemy is going to be hard hitting or not. He's someone I'd trust in slot 1, regardless. All right, so we've got our Super Saiyan 4s linked up now. We should be fine for the next rotation here. Would be cool to see a counter attack in there. Now that I think about it, that was kind of bummy that that Goku got super attacked and didn't counter it, right? He does have a 30% chance to counter, so could be cool to see that. Maybe we'll see one here. There's a lot of attacks going off on those first 2 slots, so maybe we'll get lucky and get a counter in with one of them. I really cannot wait for these guys to Super EZA. They were the most fun units when they originally released. Obviously, they were very limited to, like, type teams back then. And, you know, around the time that they were power crept out of the game, which, remember, like, a long time ago, back in the 2nd anniversary, that the power creep was a lot slower, right? We had the entire 120% lead meta, where there was no power creep in the game at all, right? Everything was just stagnant while they were releasing all of those cards, and that took them a very long time to do. But yeah, enemies were not, like, upscaling the way that they are nowadays, you know, to where a unit that has released a couple of months ago can potentially just all of a sudden not keep up with the new content, right? It wasn't like that back in the 120% lead meta. So they had a really, really strong heyday in the game, and because of them, specifically, their leader skills being, you know, STR and AGL, and then just they were so good on their respective teams, those were 2 of the strongest typings in the game. Running Super STR and Super AGL were, like, the go-to staples for a while. Pretty much until the category meta started with Super Saiyan 4, Gogeta, and Omega Shenron, right? But yeah, so they were very, very strong for a long time. And then once we got the category meta and it wasn't really the strat to use just mono-type teams anymore, then they fell off pretty hard. And they didn't have quite the same resurgence once they got their EZAs. They were good for a minute, but at that point we were already into, you know, modern Dokkan times where units power creep pretty fast. And because they just made them stat junkies just like they were when they first came out, so it's like, wow, they have lots of defense that they build up on Super, and wow, they have big attack stats. That was basically all they were offering. So it wasn't long before they just got aged out of the meta again because they weren't given any real mechanics like, you know, better chance to counter or some dodge or guard or damage reduction or whatever that would actually make units last in, like, today's standards. So yeah, they did fall off pretty hard. But I'm hoping that once they get their Super EZAs, you know, they will have a lot more use again. So we'll see. Okay, on to year 3. We'll just double check. I assume it's just going to be rainbow teams required for the rest of these, but we'll double check here. Okay. So another rainbow team we gotta run. Now we are up to the year 3 units. So we have the year 3 headliners here. I say we use them. But obviously the only problem is they're not on each other's teams because of Fusion and Patara. So maybe we will have to find another 170 lead that they both fall under the leader skill of. Maybe we can do that. Let's see here. Oh, I guess I do. Silly me. I have a leaders tag, so I can see what leaders are actually available to us. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead. Oh, wait, no, because what's his sub? He doesn't have a sub leader skill. Okay. Actually, I don't know if there's a way we can get all of them on a 170 team. He is just Realm of God, so they're not on any of that. Okay, wow. It looks like we're not going to be able to get both of them on a 170 team. Interesting. Okay, then I guess we can just use one of them. That's fine. Yeah, let's see. I mean, we've got plenty of Patara cards to work with. I guess let's just use them and make a Patara team. Sure. I would like to just get through the event quicker than kind of as quick as possible here. So I guess yeah, they're probably going to be really overtuned for this. And then maybe like actually, let's take him off. We'll do this. And I mean, he's easy 8 as well. He'll probably be decent. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, good stuff. This should be fine. Oh, wait, I didn't even double check. Do we have a... Did we even make a rainbow team? Oh, I still haven't done the app update that that fixes this to where you can check the stuff on the map. Whoops. Okay, let's just go ahead and jump into the battle, and then we'll look. Okay, so we're against Yamcha here. Dokkan World Battle. Who will be Mr. Right? Defeat reward. Wonderful. Yeah, so this was the first iteration of, during the worldwide download celebration, they released a set of cards for some winners and some losers, right? Okay, here, let's check this really quick. Yeah, we don't have any AGL. Okay, so let's jump back out. We gotta get a rainbow team going here. Okay, cool. But yeah, so that was the Yamcha, and then the Vegeta we're about to fight right after the Yamcha. Yeah, so they released at the same time, and basically there was a preset of units that needed to be... Okay, let's see, we got all the typings now. Yes, there we go. Okay. So yeah, there was like preset events that you had to play during that worldwide download celebration, and whichever version managed to play more of the events during the celebration period would receive the Yamcha card as the, or would receive the Vegeta card as the winners, and then the other version of the game was going to receive the Yamcha as the losers. So the global version ended up losing, and we got the Yamcha card. The JP side got the Vegito card, and everybody was salty for a very long time. Oh, nice. He's got the new sprites, the new activation sprites. Oh, shoot. This is actually my first time using Super Vegito unit since... So I think I might actually get a mission clear, because there are some new, like, animation sprite missions that they want you to use the new characters that have the updated battle motions, right? Oh, wow. Okay, well, we got supered right up front, so that was definitely not it. Not what we wanted to see happen, right? Not with these countering units. I'm actually impressed. They are making this a bit of a challenge. Kind of neat. But yeah, so what I was saying about the login cards, or the those special campaign cards. So then in the following anniversary, they made it so that in the anniversary shop you could just buy those units if you didn't get them in the previous worldwide, and then they would also allow you to get the one that was from the opposing version of the game, right? That you couldn't have one regardless, even if you were participating in the celebration. So yeah, pretty neat. I am still forever salty that they don't do that anymore. That is pretty much like an ancient thing at this point. I think the past 3 years they haven't done those special exclusive cards. You can still buy all of the old ones every time the anniversary comes around. You can get them with the gold coins in the shop, but they aren't releasing any new ones, unfortunately. So I think that is a big L. I think that was a really, really, like a really cool way for them to be able to release cards like this, right? Where it's like not a serious moment from the series. It's not like an actual combat version of the card, but it's just something cool, right? And I think that they could have done, like a lot of, people have talked about giving us, beach themed cards where it's like you know, like bikini versions of the waifus and things like that, right? Trunks and some swim trunks would be absolutely great. But yeah, so I think that those little, you know, reward cards that they were giving out could have been a really cool way to capitalize on that. But they unfortunately are just missing out on that opportunity at this point. I'm not sure why they chose to stop doing that. Maybe it's just because they don't want to be spending as much time and effort on like random free to play, you know, bonus cards that aren't going to do anything, and they're spending more time on like the real assets of the game at this point of you know, like summon animations and character animations and card arts and character kits and new events, right? Different types of boss mechanics. So yeah, they aren't quite as focused on like the fun collectible side of the game. Which, you know, that does check out. That does check out. Dude, how many times is he going to get super attacked this battle? My goodness. All of our HP losses just because that guy keeps getting super attacked. I cannot wait for his super easy A. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. The return of the Vegito meta is definitely right around the corner. We just gotta wait for his super easy A, and then pair him up with the new anniversary headliner, and we're chilling. Okay, we kind of got to heal a little bit here. We're not doing the best on HP at the moment. Let's see if we can maybe get, no, let's just do this. I'm just going to grab all same type orbs just in case. Here we go. Yeah, since he's got no HP left. If he still had a couple bars, then I probably would have selected all of those orbs that I could have with Goku Black, because then obviously he'd be hitting super hard. But as you can see, Goku Black's not even going to get to attack anyway. So it's fine. I actually probably shouldn't have rotated off Goku Black. He is like our hardest hitter on the team. So that was a bit of a blunder by me, but no biggie. Okay, so here, obviously, I want to put one of the counter units here to do more damage, but I'm very worried that if he super attacks, especially with having type disadvantage there, that we would just get KO'd. So I am not going to do that. I am going to leave him right where he's at. Yeah, we'll go for same type orbs here. I do still need to do a specific video for the new battle motions animations. There was like a set list of characters that did get those updates. It's a much shorter list than I think a lot of people were hoping, and they did just operate it a bit differently than I was expecting in general, right? Because I think what we were expecting to see happen was like we were expecting to see like when one unit got it. So like we had a new Super Saiyan Goku that released in the anniversary, right? So now Super Saiyan Goku has the updated battle animation, and they did give the updated battle animations to quite a few other Super Saiyan Gokus, but it was select ones that were from a specific moment in the series, not just like all Super Saiyan Gokus. So yeah, very, very interesting about that, the way that they've hand selected that. But then they also, on top of that, were not consistent with those choices, because for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, for instance, they only gave it to the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku, along with the new anniversary headliner. But they didn't give it to like the STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is also from the Baby Saga, so it would make sense for him to be there because he's from the same moment in the series. But then, you know, honestly, what would have made sense to me is if they just made every Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the game have the same battle motion sprites, right? Like that, I wouldn't have had a problem with that. But yeah, they were just very selective about it. So they did it for all of the anniversary headliners. They even did it for Angel Vegeta, Super Saiyan Angel Vegeta, which obviously he does have a spot on one of the new anniversary cards. Real quick, let me pause my ramble. The unit we just defeated was the 1000-day login, you know, Spirit Bomb Goku. And then now this is the 200 million, wait. Oh yeah, the 200 million, downloads, I believe, like Dragonstone Dual Challenge. Interesting. Yeah, the 200 million downloads worldwide download celebration campaign. This was when the Spirit Bomb Goku got his awakening and became the Bye Guys Goku here. But yeah, so they gave it to, because obviously he is a part of the you you know, the new anniversary card, so it makes sense that they gave him the updated battle sprite. But then they also decided to tack it onto the so one of the worldwide download celebrations, I think it was like 2020 or 2021 maybe. There was a Super Saiyan Goku and a Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel that you would get as the winner and loser cards, and that login bonus card, that is just one of these fodder cards that no one's ever using in the game, got updated sprites because the only other like Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel in the game basically is a new like anniversary Dokkan Fest headliner, so they had to update that. And I'm like, what? But then they left out like Dokkan Fest units like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like what? And there's still like more than half of the Super Saiyan Goku named cards in the game don't have it, including some like Carnival LRs and things like that, right? So yeah, just very peculiar choices all around for what they chose to update and not. Yeah, and then also they just completely ignored Hercule. I was also expecting the banner unit to have it. I mean, they gave him an active skill, for crying out loud, right? Like, he's just a banner unit. Like, I thought they for sure would have given him that, and then it would have been really cool to just see, you know, post Part 1 anniversary, we've got literally every single Super Saiyan Goku in the game all of a sudden has their battle motions updated. You know, every single Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the game, every single Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku in the game, every single Hercule in the game. It would have been really, really cool to see those things happen. But it looks like either this is something that does actually take a lot of dev time, so they aren't going to be able to do it as quickly, or it's just not a feature that they care about that much, and so they're not putting their all into it. One of the two. But yeah, I don't know. I would say for now, I'm feeling a little bit lackluster about the whole battle motion thing, just because of the way that they're rolling it out. But I guess it's not too surprising. This is something that, you know, we have known whenever they introduce a new thing into Dokkan, it's usually very shaky, right? It's always kind of meh before it's amazing. So they just got to work out the kinks with it, and then it'll be fine. The one saving grace with it is that the units that do have the battle motion, you know, updated things look amazing, right? They do look very, very good in game. You know, it's definitely a worthwhile change for them to make. It's a nice pairing along with what they've been doing, you know, during this anniversary with like the wow, we actually got a Dokkan attack. Oh my goodness. With the updated you know, like animations, like when you go to summon now, they straight up show the Dokkan Fest headliner's active skill playing on the home screen of like the banner. And then, you know, the animations for the new characters are ridiculous. They look straight out of the anime, like even better than out of the anime. Like it's insane. Definitely finally stepping it up to the point where we're catching up with things like Legends and stuff, right? So yeah, and it seemed like in ancient times of Dokkan, they, you know, we would look toward Legends and be like, wow, you know, like look at these animations and stuff that they have in there. Look at the card arts, look at the effects that they're doing. They were going so much more above and beyond on the like cosmetic side than you know, than Dokkan was, which obviously one of the biggest differences is that Legends is a 3-dimensional game, so it has 3-dimensional, you know, card arts and character animations, whereas Dokkan is all 2-dimensional, so that's one of the biggest differences. But yeah, so it was kind of, okay, and then here we've got the 3rd anniversary login card. So yeah, it was kind of, you know, it would have been a fool's errand for them to try to update Dokkan to look as good as a video game as Legends, as far as like that animation style and stuff. But it seems like they have just committed to an alternate route now, which is just to go all in on the like 2D side of things, right? So like, you know, what I mean by that is like now it just straight up looks like a movie, right? It doesn't look like an awesome video game the way that like Legends looks like an awesome video game, the way we're used to seeing like, you know, 3D renders of like video game characters and stuff. But it is like a, you know, it looks comparable to like the anime. So they've really just gone above and beyond in like a different, they're just taking a different route, I guess. But yeah, it would have been like, it's one of those things, right, where there's certain animations in here that are just still very old video gamey feel that don't match this new, like, you know, anime cutscene feel that they're going for. And so it seems like maybe they're updating the character sprites in the battle because it would just feel very clunky if you have these. Like, right now, it makes sense. Like, if you're looking at these super attack animations that we're getting right here, they are very basic, like, very old Dokkan, so it kind of matches what we're seeing on the screen while we're selecting orbs and stuff. But over time, we're going to eventually start to see all of these replaced by really, really hype animations with these awesome, like, anime-level cutscenes, and then you're going to skip back and see these, like, super old jank, like, busted-looking sprites on the screen, right? So it just kind of keeps you more immersed when things on the screen are looking more bright and fruitful the entire fight versus just when you're doing the super attacks. But yeah, like, one thing that is insanely outdated at this point that I just think is really funny, that we kind of needs to be changed soon, if not like now, is the giant transformations. They look so bad. So because I pulled the new Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I am link leveling him, but he's not on Piccolo Jr.'s leader skill, so I'm not link leveling him on Piccolo Jr.'s team. I am just using him as my leader and then my friend leader, which means I'm doing only Giant 8 power characters. So most of the Giant 8 power characters that I have left, they're just like literally unawakened SSRs of units. So I put all of those on the team, but a lot of them can actually transform into giant form because it's all of the like the Team Bardock like giant form cards and stuff. So, as I've been link leveling, I've been seeing a bunch of giant transformations go off, and I'm just laughing at, like, how bad those animations are when it just has, like, the image of the character, and then just the big red and white orb that covers the screen, and that's it. And then you compare that to when the Super Saiyan 3 Goku transforms into the Golden Great Ape, and you're like, yeah, this is completely different, right? This is this is what we need to be seeing for those, right? So yeah, definitely certain little animated bits of the game are very, very outdated at this point. But it's nice to see that they are putting effort toward updating these things, right? Okay, this should be the final turn for our boy Goku here. I don't think we're gonna have too much trouble. Holy moly. Hopefully we don't get supered. Like, he is hitting decently hard. Okay, so when we build this next team for the 4th anniversary and final stage, well, and I'm going to say final stage for now, right? Because I feel like it's possible they could add more. Considering we are at the 10th anniversary and these stages only go up to the 4th anniversary, right? And they do love to do this anniversary trope of throughout the parts of the anniversary, they continue and add more and more stages to different events, right? We're already seeing that for all the story events for this anniversary. There's 2 story events, one each that's going to give us the new Demon King Piccolo, and then the new Trunks and Goten free-to-play cards, and then 2 other story events that are going to be giving us special wallpapers. And they have teased, like, we got the first couple stages, but we haven't yet received the wallpapers or the cards, because those are coming later in Part 2 and 3. And then also the Daima event, which isn't technically related to the anniversary. That is kind of its own thing. But they are also releasing stages of that little by little over time. It's just something that Dokkan always does, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see in Part 2 if they then release, stages 5 through 9. And then in Part 3, we get, like, the 10th anniversary stage of this or something. Could make sense if they did that. Wow, so we actually did not, we did not KO him by any means here. Let's go ahead and put them together. They got big bad bosses, right? Yeah, okay. Now he's going to be done for sure. There's no way he survives this attack from Goku Black. Surely this will mean his demise. Let's see. But yeah, as we're building this next team, we're going to, just because we have been seeing some difficulty scaling as this event goes on, we are going to make sure that we load up with slot 1 units on this next thing here. Obviously, we're going to have a lot more options for team building just because between, the 3rd and 4th anniversary, we were getting nothing but 170% leads. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more options for like 170 teams that we can build here. Obviously, no 200% teams yet, but that is completely all right. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and pick a team that we know is going to have some slot 1 units. But we probably, well, yeah, and that's the other tough part, right? Is that if we want to include the 4th anniversary LRs, then those are Super Saiyan 4s, so we're going to have to see here. We will see. Okay, perfect. That is all those missions done. And then, yeah, just a rainbow team on the year 4 side. All right. Okay, let's see who we've got for leaders here. Wow. It's because I'm... I was like, what? There's no way. Okay. So do we have, like... I mean, this guy's pure Saiyans, but he's also, like, pretty bad at this point. I mean, I know we're dealing with, like, not a completely modern stage and setup and situation, but still. I mean, I suppose that works. We could just run him as a pure Saiyan lead, and then I'm sure we can make this work. Yeah. Okay, so we'll put both of those anniversary headliners on there, and then now let's come down here, since we'll go ahead and filter by pure Saiyans, and then now let's hunt a little bit and see if we can, let's see, okay, we'll definitely put him on the team. God Goku. Oh, actually, we know who we're going to be fighting against. Let's check the info really quick. So we're going to be fighting against 2 pure Saiyans, but then he's not movie bosses or pure Saiyans, so the tech UI is not going to be good for this stage. But let's go ahead. It looks like, I'm pretty sure all the cards, were all the cards their true typings? I wasn't really paying attention to if all these cards were their true typings. If they are, then this should be a physical Frieza. Let's go ahead and put Goku on the team. Just because he's going to be good for the last 2 stages. If it looks really precarious up front, we can always use an item. We are allowed to use items here, and we don't have to clear it with no items, so, for like a mission or anything. So yeah, we should be fine there. And then, I mean, we have the Super Easy A Super Saiyan Goku. Maybe we could use him, yeah? Oh, hey, let's use him. That's going to be a good one for us, yeah. Oh, actually, the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta could be really good, too, as a slot 1 unit. Damage reduction, 80% for 10 turns. Yeah. I think I am gonna do that. Let's, who should we take off? Let's take off... Oh, I guess we can... Well, yeah, let's take him off. We'll do this. Okay, that's fine. I am okay with this setup. Oh, the actual... Okay, maybe I... Yeah, that's a good point. I should be using the transforming Vegeta. He's gonna be doing more for us. Wait. Yeah, there he is. Was he not on my leaders? Oh, wow. I need to add him to my leaders tag. Whoops. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would have picked him originally if I had him in the right part of my box. Okay. And of course, we get Goku on the first turn. Makes sense. All right, so this was they said this is the defeat card for the 250 million download celebration. So yeah, the winner card is the one that we're going to face off against next, the Super Saiyan Goku, and then the defeat card was the Final Form Frieza here. Okay, so I guess we did get a little bit lucky. Well, yeah, we got decently lucky here. So we're going to be able to select, let's see, 4 Rainbow Orbs, which is going to be very, very good for Broly's stats here. Everyone's stats, really. Okay, and then we can do this. I actually, maybe that's a blunder. I feel like I probably should have put, like, floated Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That way Goku wouldn't have to take any attacks. But hopefully we just KO the first stage. I don't know, this Broly has to build up, so he's probably not going to be insane this first turn. But again, we did get, like, his maximum passive active, basically, because of getting all those Rainbow Orbs. So he is providing decent support, which does proc for himself and the enemies, too. And the allies, right? Okay, yeah. We were fine there. All right, and then the winner card from the 250 million downloads here. Oh, my goodness. We're getting pretty unlucky with the rotations here. This is kind of bummy. Okay, we'll go like that for Goku. We should be chilling if there's any, like, slot 1 super shenanigans or anything. Okay, nice. At least we're able to get lots of orbs for both of them. That is very good. Wow, okay, he's not even double-digit tanking right now. Yeah, I think if we are liable to get KO'd, it would be on this stage here, right? But now we have 2 really solid slot 1 units. Oh, yeah, no, actually, I think it does work out well that I rotated off God Goku, because he's one of our 2 slot 1s that we want to have, right? Because we've got the the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, who's going to be coming up next. And then we'll have the God Goku on this opposite rotation here. So, yeah, we should be protected for the rest of the event now. Not too worried anymore. And right as I say that, we get supered. How is this gonna... Oh, my... Wow. Wow, that was incredible. Okay, so... Let's see here. Before we jump back in... Okay, so it's going to be physical, STR, physical. So we want to use STR and AGL characters mainly. So then maybe we actually should... Well, okay, no. Let's jump in with the same team again because we had horrible rotations that time. And maybe we'll get, like, decently lucky here. And then we won't get, like... Well... yeah, so far it's... Okay, we have the exact same rotation as last time. The exact same rotation. And then did we get both of the Vegetas in the second turn? Okay, only one of the Vegetas in the second turn. So now we can do this, actually. Yeah, this works out perfectly. So we'll keep Goku on rotation. Because we got Vegeta on the opposite rotation. And then we can get 4 orbs with him again. So now we know stage 1 is cleared already. There we go. Oh, I also didn't think about status effects. Let's see. Okay, he can't be stun, sealed, or attack lowered. So the status effect thing would not be relevant here, unfortunately. But yeah, that would be a cheeky way to win these, right? If you can just avoid the hard hitting by just going in with status effects. All right, stage 1 clear. Now we're back here. Okay, perfect. So we've got our slot 1 unit. He's not going to be taking any damage for us. That's very good. We just have to remember that we only have 10 turns to keep that active before it's going to go away. There's not really a huge point to supering with him. He's not really going to do any damage, but it's kind of fine. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, that's not the best. Hopefully he gets an additional for us. Otherwise, that could be kind of bad, I guess. Okay, well, he is still taking, like, a bit of damage here, so... Interesting. Obviously, we know God Goku is going to be perfectly fine tanking for us in the first slot, right? You know what actually would have been funny? She should have been available if I used Tech Caulifla. Because then she'd just be getting the guaranteed dodges. Oh my goodness. Okay, he didn't get the additional, so he did get hit pretty hard there, but that is okay. All right. So yeah, we'll put God Goku up front. Let's see. We're going to want to try to select Rainbow Orbs with Broly. Yeah, this is going to be tricky, actually, because everybody kind of wants Rainbow Orbs, right? Okay, okay. So we'll get 2 Rainbow Orbs for God Goku there. That does give him an additional 77% stats, which is helpful. And then we'll get the 2 Rainbow Orbs there, which is going to help buff everyone. Perfect. And then we're able to get all of these physical orbs here. Get a little bit of healing in there. Okay, we're only at 56% HP. I wonder if we just get KO'd here now. We'll have to see. Okay, looks like we're not going to have to find out because our goat Broly is around. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so now the name of the game is we just got to survive one more turn, and then Broly should be finishing it off for us. Okay, so this is going to be against the 4th anniversary login unit, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku here. Oh, he's not the same typing. Okay, because his card is physical in game, but they made him AGL here. Okay, I guess that does make sense, right? Okay, so I guess no time like the present. Let's go ahead and launch these active skills out, get some damage in. Also very good that we're going to be getting guaranteed crits for the turn with these guys, I believe. So we'll actually be able to do a bit of damage. Okay, nice. And then, yeah, I guess now is good a time as any to rotate off the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Just because, you know, we're not going to have... Oh, let's do this, actually. Dang, okay, I wanted to try and get 24 key for all of them here. Oh, actually, yeah, I can just do this. So if we just do... Yeah, I mean, he does... Yeah, because we got those red orbs up top. Okay, he doesn't need to super. He does not need to super attack. That's fine. The only use he would have in supering anyway would be if he could stun, which he can't do here, so... Okay, and then we'll go like this, yeah. So we'll go AGLs, we'll get him the full 24 key, and then we get him the full 24 key. Awesome. There we go. That provided a decent bit of healing for us as well. I think that was worthwhile for us to do. Oh, do we tank this? 80% damage reduction. Okay, yeah. He stunned us. Interesting, interesting. So it looks like this enemy has the ability to stun our characters. Neat. Alright, cool. Tank in double digits, that's all we want to see for sure, right? That is very good. Alright, and Vegeta able to show out with a little bit of damage too. That's right, get them additionals in there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love to see it. All right. Okay, so... Oh, man. Wait, did he super... I looked away from the screen for a second. Did he super... Vegeta? Oh, no. It's because of the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta up front. That makes sense. Okay. This is going to be a decent turn for us. We've got 7 orbs active with Goku, which gives him some additional buffs, and the rainbow orbs selected. We are again able to get 4 rainbow orbs with Broly. We are getting so lucky with that. But obviously having him linked with the rainbow orb changer is helping that, right? Okay, I believe, between the insane damage reduction up front and then, you know, Broly's just insaneness in general, I think he should be able to tank everything. I think even if Broly gets super attacked, he'll probably live. Big emphasis on the probably, but he has been stacking up, you know, and honestly, with enough crits and additionals, he could just KO here, depending. Maybe not quite, I don't think he can do quite enough additionals at this point, but we'll see, All right, so far so good, right? Like, it's looking decent at the moment. Okay, well, wow. Yeah, we actually almost did the thing. Had he gotten, like, one more attack, which I don't think it was possible, but... And nice, yeah. He fully tanked that. Took the stun, but no big deal. That is only going to bother us if it was in slot 1 anyway, right? All right, so this should be the final turn here. I guess we go ahead and just give him the 1 orb. Yeah. This is a good strat. So we'll do the 1 orb. We'll do all these for Goku. And then we can grab all of these for Vegeta. And now the only way that we get KO'd here is if he launches a super attack at the very end against that Vegeta and we don't dodge it. But that's also if we don't KO him prior to that, right? We do have a chance here. I think if the Super Saiyan 4 Goku crits this turn, then we could be good to go. We definitely could be on our way to victory. No crit. Yeah, so we're just going to have to hope that there's no super attack right here, or we're actually going to get KO'd again. Unless we dodge, would be the thing, right? If we crit right here, then it's GG's. Oh, no! Okay. Alright. It was just a normal, so we survive. We're good. We're chilling. And then I guess we just actually give the win to our GOAT, God Goku here. You love to see it, folks. 3 more rainbow orbs. That was the first turn on this run that we didn't get 4 rainbow orbs for him. That's insane. Very, very good. I wonder how that unit would look alongside, like, Broly, Chila, and Lemo. If I were to do, like, all my slot 3 units on a team were rainbow orb changers, so I always have one on every rotation, and then we run a rotation of Broly, Chila, and Lemo slot 1, and then that Broly slot 2. Yo, that could be pretty baller. That is an interesting team build idea. I'm going to have to look into what teams they share and stuff. Okay, infinite loading screen. Thank you very much. All right, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so that is our last stage cleared. Oh. Okay, let's let's go ahead and hop back in one more time. Let's see if we can actually find a friend. Yeah, we're gonna use this Vegeta instead. So I went ahead and put an int unit on the team since I'm such a bozo and forgot to last time. So let's just go ahead and run it one more time. Get the missions done here. Oh my goodness. What a silly goof by me. And obviously it's not super important to get those missions done, as we have discovered that these are like infinitely farmable resources, right? I guess the good thing about showing this specific run right here is that we know at the end of this run, if we do get a ticket to drop, then we'll know that you can just earn tickets from playing this event over and over. Which, another thing that I was going to kind of circle back to and mention is like what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, that I didn't know whether this event was going to be built for new players or built for seasoned players. It seems like it's just getting harder and harder as we go up. So I would assume that these tickets are infinitely farmable and that you could just, realistically, if your account is brand new and you want the rewards here, but you don't have the strength or power to get through all of the, you know, higher stages, then you won't be able to gain tickets as quickly because you won't be able to clear all of the missions to earn them very, you know, swiftly. But you could just continuously run that first stage over and over and over again, which was very, very easy to do, right? Or, you know, I guess if you were not a seasoned player, you probably wouldn't have had access to all those super easy A's and stuff that I did for that first stage. So maybe it wouldn't be quite that good for you, but it could definitely... maybe like even the second anniversary stage or whatever could be still like a viable option for you to choose, right? And then like maybe you would have more characters available. So yeah, but you could essentially just run the same stage over and over. If any one of these stages is the easiest for you, then you could just run it as many times as you want and then just gain the tickets that way. So that is kind of cool to know, that at least I won't have to stress about, you know, like what rewards are available and what specific things I want to like save my tickets for purchasing. Which, yeah, now kind of begs an interesting question. So we are gonna go to the shop after this and take a look, because I pointed out all of these special rewards at the beginning of this video that we were going to be able to get, but there's also a lot of generic rewards in here too, that we'll be able to pick up. So if if it's a thing where I can just sit here and farm this event all day and get as many of these tickets as I want, then I might end up doing that and just fully clear out this shop, because there is quite a few things in here that I would love to purchase. Okay, we can't rely on Goku yet. Who do I want? Let's do that. Let's do this. This is going to be the answer for us. We'll have Super Saiyan 4 Goku finish him off, hopefully. And if not, then I think he'll at least have the defensive capability to not get KO'd here. And then let's just go same type orbs so that we can heal, since we're not going to have to worry about the keyboard as we go on to the next phase of the fight. Actually, I just realized I could do something while we are fighting this fight, so we don't have to pay super close attention to what's going on here, since we already went through this entire battle. Okay, there we go. So now we can see the game, and we can take a look at the rewards at the same time. But yeah, so as I was kind of looking through here, so obviously right below all the wallpapers and stuff that we went over, you can get a couple Kais. Let's see, this is the limit and that's the cost, right? Or is it the other way around? This is the price and then that's the total. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like the Kais are gonna be 3 tickets a piece, and you can buy 3 of them. Oh my goodness, my HP is so low. Okay, because we've already cleared the stage, I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, cheese this. I don't really feel like no iteming in here. It's totally fine. Okay. Bummy thing is that I want to heal up with all of the physical orbs, but also it's better, probably smarter for me to get some age or some rainbow orbs with Broly, just to buff everybody up. There we go. We still got a decent amount of healing there, so that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, okay, so then it looks like you can get these special support items, which were available in previous anniversaries and stuff. So that is kind of neat too. And it looks like you can buy these up to 30 times. We can also get 20 of the best training location that they offer. Like if you're ever awakening a card and you're going from level 1 all the way to level 150 for an LR, this is a really, really strong one to use because you're going to utilize like very few resources. Just make sure to use like a lot of training partners and training items as well, right? Cool, we can get a whopping 1 sticker out of here. Love that. What is even the point? I kind of do hate, because it is a purely cosmetic thing, how heavily they limit the amount of stickers that you can earn in game. It's kind of annoying. Okay, and then we've got 30 of each kind of key. I will definitely be picking up these growth keys. That will be one of the first things that I run to once I, prioritize those special rewards up at the top. I want to be able to get those because this means free potential orbs for me, right? Which is always very good. Okay, let's go ahead and use this active skill here. Perfect. And then, yeah, I think I want to leave the rotation like this. And since we already used a Ghost Usher, we're just going to double Whis for free, guaranteed, no damage, no die, no nothing. And since we double Whis, yeah, we'll go ahead and switch it back like this. Just that way, if he still has HP left and we are out of items, we're not going to have to suffer having a turn of no like slot 1 character around for us, right? Especially because we didn't bring any healing items. I don't think we have any like healing active skills or anything. Our best chance at a full heal would be to wait for transforming Vegeta to transform all the way up to blue, and then he would change the entire key field to physical, and we could full heal that way. But other than that, we're probably not going to be able to get much healing, so... Okay, so below these keys, it looks like we've got some meat that we'll be able to get to. Some link skill orbs. Again, they are gating the good ones, right? The ones that go for levels 9 and 10 away from us, but we can get the earlier ones. And then potential orbs here as well. So yeah, given the option, I would need to farm up hundreds of these tickets. Hundreds. There is so much stuff that you could get in here, but if they allow us, I will clear out this shop. Every single item in here is something that I want. All of this stuff, except for maybe some of these keys. But again, if it's an infinite grind, I might as well, right? Usually I opt not to get the keys. Like, the only keys that I do prioritize getting are the growth ones. And I just have so many of the challenge keys and the Z battle keys at this point that, like, I never bother buying them with limited resources because I have more than I'm ever going to use anyway, right? A lot of the times those challenge keys are good for if you get a new character that needs, like, some type of awakening medals, from a previous event that is, not currently live, then you can just run this. But I already have like hundreds and hundreds of copies of every single Dokkan medal in the game. So usually when a new character releases, I already have the resources ready to go to farm them up. When it comes to Z battles, I have them all completed. So it's not like there's ever going to be a time where I pull a new character and then I need to go complete the Z battle. So I just have like thousands of each of these keys sitting, right? That I'm never going to need to use. And then obviously these story keys I have a lot of as well. I do use these a lot still because story events is still a place you're going to be going to super attack farm characters. And every time new characters come out or I obtain new versions of characters, a lot of the time I still do have to SA grind. So I do use these a lot, but they are purchasable with Baba points in the Baba shop. So I get them multiple times a day. But yeah, I still would definitely go for these couple here. But yeah, obviously the growth ones are the most important. But yeah, and then like the sticker I would definitely want. I would take some more of these. These training locations are basically never available, and then these support items are very limited. I don't even think I own this oolong item. In fact, I think this oolong item might have been a JP exclusive. And then I think that this is the corrupted version of one of the earlier anniversary support items. Because there is like the here, let's use another Ghost Usher here real quick, and then we should be good to go. Grab all these, yeah. Perfect, perfect. Look at all that same type orb selection. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Now we could actually probably survive another turn if we needed to. Very good. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully we just finish it off right here. But yeah, so there's actually another shop where we're able to get, you know, it was the, what was it, the silver 10th anniversary coins, the pre-anniversary, like, countdown mission coins that we were earning, allowed us to get the fully powered up version of this support item where the key is not all tattered and broken, or where the battle armor is not all tattered and broken. But yeah, so apparently we're going to be able to get some more copies of that, like the busted one. And then this oolong item, I'm pretty sure that was a JP exclusive, and we got a different oolong item on global, or like this. No, that's what it was. The panties item that is just called oolong because it's oolong shapeshifted into a pair of panties. Let's go ahead and take a big fat risk and put him slot 1. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Did I miss the AGL Goku transformation or Vegeta transformation? I haven't seen that in so long. Well, you guys got to see it, so I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, so the panties item was available on JP, and because of censorship, they created the oolong item, which did the same thing for global, right? Because it was just oolong shapeshifted into a pair of panties. Okay, so there we go. We just got the official confirmation that if you rerun these stages, you will still drop tickets. So that means that these tickets are infinitely farmable, and you are going to be able to clear out this entire shop if you want to. So yeah, holy moly. Actually, as of this very moment, that's what the future of my Dokkan gaming looks like. Until I have everything in the shop, I am going to continue to collect these tickets. Okay, so before we finish up the video, I know we've been in here for like an hour now. There is another curiosity that I have that we need to go and find out about. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have got all of our tickets here. Okay, that's the 8 that we've gotten from clearing the stages. Let's go ahead and pick up all of our mission reward tickets. Wonderful. There we go. Okay. Now let's head over here to the exchange shop. Something I want to show real quick. Oh, before we go into the exchange shop, I got to go into here to show you which wallpapers I own. So in wallpaper settings, let's see, what is one that I know is available to purchase in there? One that would be easy to find. Okay, like, I'm pretty sure this... Oh, wait, not that one. Okay, well, I know a lot of them are in here. I'm just trying to be... Okay, this one. This one is in that shop for sure, right? This was the, what, like, the 8th anniversary login? Or 7th anniversary login? Screen that we got? Yeah, it was for 7th anniversary. It said it there at the top. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Okay, where is it at? This one right here. Okay, so we already own this wallpaper. We literally already have it. We just showed that we have it. I wonder what happens if we attempt to purchase it again. Please note the items will not be sent to your gift box. It just lets you buy it. I'm very confused. It just let me buy that. But I already owned it. And it said that the reward would not be sent to my gift box. It's not here. So now in the wallpaper settings... I mean, it's still just going to be there. It's not like I have 2 of them, right? Like, it doesn't... It's still just listed the once. It doesn't show up anywhere else. Yeah. Okay, so... Now, let's, so there's also a Goku Frieza wallpaper, where it's Goku and Frieza looking at each other, standing on the Namek surface, with the green background, where Goku is, like, peering down at Frieza, Frieza's peering up at Goku. I believe that one was JP exclusive. As I just showed, we do not yet own it in there, so we're gonna go ahead and purchase it real quick. That is one of the 2 wallpapers in here that I am currently missing. What was the other one that I'm missing? Oh, it's the Super Saiyan 4s right below it. So yeah, these 2 are wallpapers I don't have. So let's go ahead and buy these. Oh yeah, we could even see right here, that it shows how many you have owned. Interesting. Okay, so I own 0. We'll purchase 1, and then now at this point, I should own 1. I guess it's not gonna like let us see that. But I guess you guys saw that I already owned 1 on that last one. And then like it'll show you, yeah, you already own 1, and you can never own more than 1. So yeah, I don't know, that's very weird. Okay, so we'll go ahead and buy this one as well. I own 0 of that, so there we go. Now I have got the 2 new wallpapers. This one's pretty cool. I'll probably end up setting that one soon. But yeah, there we go. So I am going to get to it, grinding away on stage 1 of this event so I can earn as many of these tickets as possible. And then it looks like the power level bonuses are going to be helping out because we're either going to be earning 1 ticket at a time to earn all of these items, or we'll get the power level bonus to proc, and then we'll get a second ticket per run. So yeah, link leveling is officially on pause until I have all of these rewards. So thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in for the Dokkan Chronicles. You know, let me know what you guys are most excited for with this little reward shop here, which of these, you know, amazing rewards you are planning to pick up for yourself. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this long and treacherous journey. And that's going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.